Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Faith Academy. How y'all doing today?
We're great. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, yeah, we're glad to have you. So, Coach, the people that do not know you that's watching this media day, tell us a little bit about yourself and then let us know what we should expect this upcoming season.
Sure. So my name is Elliott, and I'm going into my 7th year as head coach at Faith Academy. I'm actually a Faith Academy graduate, so I'm back home coaching at my alma mater. It is a very special place. I'm honored to be there. Our culture, our administration, just everything is so solid, and we're so grateful for that. And one thing I love so much about our program is that we are a K through 12 school, so we have the opportunity to have our younger girls get involved really early in our programs, which we'll talk more about these ladies later, but they have been with us since they were very young, to see them grow in the program to where they are today. So we're looking forward to this season. We are actually back down in 5A. We've been in 6A the last 2 years after a state championship run a few years ago. So we're excited to be back down in 5A and feel like we're going to be really competitive, hopefully, in that classification. So we are working hard. We've been working hard all summer, and we're excited about the crew that we have coming up. They represent our school well, great kids on and off the court. So we're just really excited to see them execute once season starts.
So, have you guys played anywhere in the off season? Also, did your play dates? Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So yeah, we did. We played in a few tournaments. So we played in the tournament St. Luke's hosted a few weeks ago. Got to see some local schools, which was awesome. And then we played in McGill's tournament that they hosted over at OWOC. And then we had a team camp with the University of South Alabama where they actually came to our campus. Coach Ortiz did a great job with our girls and just training them technically, tactically, tangibly, all of the things both on and off the court. So it's been a good summer. We feel like the competition that we got to see is really good. It's hard sometimes when you're scrimmaging against yourself to see all of the things that you need to work on. So to be able to see other competition and for us to see what works, what doesn't work, strengths, weaknesses, all of that good stuff was really good this summer.
Talk about getting a Division I university to come to your school to train your young ladies. How big is that, for the program, for the school as a whole, and what does it do, for your athletes?
Yeah, it's huge. We have been very blessed over the last few years to get some amazing college coaches to help train our girls. We've had University of West Florida. We have had Coach Ortiz with South Alabama, and it's one I love all of the college coaches, but I love our local ones because it gives them a chance to see local girls and the girls that they have in their own city, and they are just so solid in their training. And he just came in this summer, and really it was 2 days, all day long, and the girls loved it. And we got to work on leadership stuff. We got to work on defensive, offensive systems, and all of that. So it was awesome.
How many returning seniors players you guys got back this
Yeah, so we've got about 4 or 5 returning on varsity. So we have 3 seniors, 3 juniors, 3 sophomores, and a freshman. So we're a little bit smaller group this year, which we're actually really excited about because we feel like it's going to give them a chance to really shine on the court and to be able to spend more time working on all of those 6 rotation positions to be able to really execute well.
Okay. So talk about some of your training resume, what you guys actually been working on in the off season. And I know during the play dates, a lot of coaches say, well, that gives us an opportunity to see where we need to fix certain things and stuff like that. They don't care really about the wins, even though I know the kids do. Talk about some of the things you guys you worked on this summer.
Yeah, that is one of the blessings about summer ball is that we love the score. We're competitive. We want to get the W on the board. But at the end of the day, it's about growing as a program. So we've really been focusing a lot on being able to execute and serve, receive, and out of system play because we want to be really solid in that area. We know we've got a lot of really great competition coming up to us this season, and we want to be able to do all of the things that it takes to be able to play well. So we've got a lot of, outside of our seniors, we've got a lot of young, up-and-coming hitters that we're really excited about, and these seniors have done a great job leading them in the right direction, and I'm excited to see what all of them are going to bring to the table for us.
So who did you bring here with you today?
Okay, so I have 2 of my seniors. So this is senior Anya Powell. She is our senior outside hitter. And this is Katie Parker, goes by KP, and she's our senior setter. So these girls have been with us for a long time. They've been at Faith Academy since K3 and K5. And they've been playing volleyball with us since 5th grade. So
wow.
These have been really cool to see them grow from little bitty babies up until the amazing young women that they are today. And to see them grow not only on the court, but as young women as well. So Anya is our our outside hitter, and we love Anya. She is our, I guess we could call her our cheerleader. She's our one that hypes everybody up on the court. She's a vocal leader for us, and as an outside hitter, she receives a large percentage of our balls. So we are blessed to have her out there and to have her leadership there. And she isn't necessarily the tallest outside hitter, which I love because it allows her to be more crafty. It allows her to be able to tool the block a little bit more and work on shots. That's one thing we've been working on a lot this summer is everybody loves that great kill to the 10-foot line, but we love whatever it takes to get the ball down, and Anya does a really good job with that. She's a great leader. She leads our younger girls in the right direction, and stellar academic student, a part of all of the clubs at school, so could talk on and on. So we are very appreciative of Anya. And this is senior setter KP, so she again has been with us forever. I remember seeing KP for the first time in 5th grade and said, that girl's gonna be a setter, and I'm excited about it. And setting is something that she was actually able to train a few years ago under a setter that had been with us again since 5th grade, who's now playing at the next level. So to see her be able to grow in that position, and we call her a quarterback, as many people do with their setters, because she leads our court. So she's one that when KP's out there, I know that she's going to run it well and that she's going to run our offense well. She has the height on her, which is awesome as a setter because she's able to swing too. So we have been working with our offense too to be able to get her more involved swinging as well as setting. Yeah. So she, again, stellar academic student, Azalea trail Maid, all of the things, SGA, NHS, our girls were really proud of them academically, athletically, spiritually, just watching them grow on the court. That's one of the things we love so much is because we have the opportunity. Our headmaster says all the time that we want to train these girls to find that one thing that they are better than 10,000 other people at, because the Lord has blessed them with those abilities. Right. And yes, we see those abilities on the court, but as other coaches have said in these interviews, to train them to be good humans is so important, and they're great humans and great volleyball players, so that's what we love so much too.
So to have such seasoned players as these two young ladies, does that make your job easier?
100%, yes. It makes it much easier because our coaching staff has told them that we love to see them be able to execute on the court. So we're obviously there to help train them, but I love seeing them at practice and games, both of them to be our other seniors and juniors as well. They'll help our younger girls say, hey, we got to get that arm back a little bit more, get some distance between yourself and the net, work on that transition, working on getting off the net a little bit bigger. So I see them doing it. I'm like, I don't even have to say anything because y'all have already taken care of it. So it definitely makes things run more smoothly when you have leadership like that.
Well, let's hear from them. Who want to go first? All right. So what are some of the goals you have, personal goals, for this season and for the team?
Since I'm a senior this year, I really want to step into senior leadership and know that we're the top of all the grades, so everyone beneath us is looking up to us, and just really being vocal and letting everyone on the team know that, since I'm not a setter, but I still want to be a leader for them, and that they can lean on me if they need anything on the court. So
anything you've been working on over the summer? I don't know if you play club ball.
Yes, sir, I do.
What's some of the things you've worked on to make sure you're ready for this season?
When playing club and being on a national team, just diversifying my skill range, and how she said, I'm not the tallest outside, but working on shots and knowing that a kill's a kill. Sometimes it's hard to know that I'm not going to hit 10-foot line, but it doesn't matter if points on the board. So working on that, and then when we're in weight room, we always talk about every single rep counts and just implementing that.
All right. So now, when you guys are in the weight room, you guys playing any kind of competition type game?
Oh, yes. We do competition all the time, every single day.
Oh man. So what makes you a great volleyball player yourself? Just tell us a little bit about that.
I'd like to think that being as vocal as I am, always talking, even if it's not necessarily the right thing to say, it helps everyone on the court to know that there's someone there behind them. When I'm on defense, talking to my hitters, knowing that I'm covering them, they don't have to be worried about anything. But just being vocal really helps everyone.
Being vocal. Not a lot of people are vocal on the court, so that's a good attribute to have playing volleyball. What game are you looking forward the most this coming season?
Probably Baker, because last season we had a huge game with them, went to 5 sets.
Oh, wow.
Took the win. But it was a huge game, so this year I'm expecting like both teams to come out really competitive for that
Somebody
game.
else said the same thing. They want to play Baker, they want it bad for some reason. So what can you say about your teammate here, KP?
As well as my teammate, Katie's my best friend, so that definitely helps while on the court. I'd like to think that we know each other like better than anyone else like in the whole world. And sorry to get sentimental, but like being able to trust, like since she's our setter, like she knows where to put the ball, and like if it's not me, like whoever she puts the ball to, like she trusts that they can put it away, and like I'd like to think that we're both like big leaders out there. And I remember last season, Katie'd always look at me and be like, "Anka, smile," because a lot of times on the court I get not angry, but like in my head and stuff, like if it's not going my way. So like she's always there to lift me up and know exactly how to like make me smile and make me laugh, and we're always like encouraging each other on the court.
What's your favorite TV show?
Probably Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think I was going to like that until I watched it, and then I just binged all the seasons.
I've watched it like 4 times.
Stranger Things. All right. Well, come on up, KP. KP. I guess behind your name, I can put / everything. But what are some of the things you want to accomplish this season personally, and also for the team?
I really want to focus on leadership, like Anya said this year. You know, I'm a senior and I'm a setter, so I really want to take advantage of that opportunity to lead my team and to also be there for all the girls. You know, like I was pulled up to JV at a young age, and I was like, oh my gosh, big girls, I'm so scared. So I know exactly how they feel sometimes, and I just want them to really feel at home, because we are a family at Faith, and I really want them to understand that. And for the team, I think we really need to focus on keeping the chemistry we have, because we're all friends. Like we don't have any drama really, and whenever we play up and play together for each other, we play really well. And I think as long as we can keep that, we'll have a lot of wins on the board, which is also a plus. So
Now, I thought I heard your coach say you an Azalea trail mate. How?
sir.
I'm just going to ask. How does that help you in volleyball?
Well, being an Azalea trail maid, you really meet people from all over, because there's a lot of tourists in Mobiles, and like I feel I've grown in that aspect. You know, I have to talk to people. I have to kind of get out of my comfort zone, because I am naturally an introvert sometimes. But just being able to interact with everyone, you know, like they're both leadership programs, and I feel like it's kind of helped just like make more friends. You know, I don't know everyone who's younger, and when I was younger, I didn't know everyone who's older. So kind of having to go out of my comfort zone to make more friends, and just stepping into that leadership, I think that's really important, especially in volleyball.
Now, is that a lot to juggle? You playing volleyball? You going to school? I mean,
It definitely can be. I don't really have any free time right now. You know, I'm either at volleyball if I'm not in the mornings. I'm at an appearance if I'm not. I'm also a Mobile Belle. So
Oh, wow.
I have to be at the houses at the weekend, sometimes giving tours and, you know, involved with clubs and stuff. But I love it, so, you know.
so what kind of legacy you would like to leave there at Faith Academy?
I want to leave a legacy where people look up to me, like in a few years, like, well, I wanted to be like KP. I want her leadership. I want her drive. Like, I like to think that I'm a pretty motivated person, and that I'm not quite the vocal leader, but I want people to know that like I'm there and they can count on me, and I want people to remember that and kind of have that same type of drive.
Now, let me ask this question. If I was to come to a Faith Academy volleyball game, what would be the atmosphere that I'll be walking into? Are you guys gonna have Rambo out there doing his thing?
Hopefully so. Most of the time our student section does show up, and they're really supportive of us. And Faith really is a family. You know, we're always praying over each other. We're always there for each other. If you need anything, everyone's there for you. You always have a shoulder to cry on. You always have someone who's there for you. So really all of our staff comes out and supports us, and they're constantly encouraging, you know, like the day before, well, you got this match, let's pray over it. You know, it really does feel like a family, and that's so helpful, because it really does make you feel at home.
Now, I didn't ask your teammate this. What do y'all think about your coach?
I love Coach Elliott. I'm so grateful to have her. You know, she's always super positive and uplifting. You're never going to hear anything negative from her. No matter if you're down, if you're the hypest you've ever been, you know, she's constantly right behind you if you need anything to pick you right back up. And she also has really high expectations for us on and off the court, and I love that because I love to be pushed, as an athlete and as a person. And I've known her since 5th grade, but I really got to, know her better on a personal level in 8th grade when I was pulled up to JV. And I've looked up to her as a Christian leader because she walks the walk and she's always there for you, praying for you no matter what you need. And I've been so grateful to have her in my life because she makes school, volleyball, just life so much better. And she's really great to look up to.
Coach, are y'all teaching these kids public speaking 101?
Man, they're doing great. I'm like, we're gonna get y'all on the camera all the time.
I meant to ask St. Luke that same question because all day today these kids have been nothing but superb, being able to speak well and you don't even need to, you can just let them coach the team. I think they can do it for you.
We're good.
If a kid that's watching this media day to day plays volleyball in particular, getting ready to come to high school and possibly could play on the varsity, what kind of advice could you give those kids?
Probably my biggest advice to give to someone who's younger is to be confident in yourself. No one's perfect. We all make mistakes, and that's how we grow in the game. So even if you think like your teammate's going to get bad, even if you're scared to make mistakes, like being confident in what you're doing always helps the team. And just to kind of put yourself out there, the more friendships you make, the louder you get. It really does help the team in general, and it makes the sport a lot more fun too.
All right, well, good luck this evening, lady, Coach.
Thank
And tell Coach Harry, Ron Wallace say hello.
I sure will.
All right, y'all take care.
Thank you.